I left it turned on last time. How is it going, everybody? I hope you're having a great and wonderful day. I know I am here in Indian Trail, North Carolina. Beautiful day. It's not even in the 80s. Not expected to get above 78, to be honest. Perfect. What are we doing today? A little bit of detailed touch-up work that I normally do once a year. And if you see me in my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. But if not, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. First off, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. Let me get you out of the sun. Each and every one of you for checking out my channel, checking out my videos. It means a lot. I'm one of those guys that, well, I don't have a whole bunch of followers, but the ones I do have, I appreciate. I've got them by being honest and straightforward, never any clickbait, which I can't stand. But with that said, thank you again, sincerely, heartfelt, for sticking by. And what we're doing today is, you can see my Tahoe. Tahoe's clean. I washed it the other day. Getting ready for a mountain trip, and I wanted to check the brakes on it. Well, while I had the tires off for the brake check, I figured I'd go ahead and do my once a year cleaning. And what does that entail? Well, if you look, I cleaned my tires front and back. I waxed the wheels front and back after cleaning them, of course. And I cleaned the inside of the fender well. And it's hard to tell right now in this lighting, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. But that's what it looks like finished. I've already done two. I've done that one, and I've done this one. Come around here. This one I have not done, and you can tell by how dirty it is, and oh well, we'll come back to that one. And this one I just took off. If you look in here, you can see all the mud and dirt and stuff that you get typically when you're driving it. Dang, I can point out some things. And you can see all the years of abuse of dirt not being taken care of and everything. Now, don't get me wrong, I bought this vehicle used. It was well taken care of. It just had never had its wheels off and clean. You know, a few odd and things like that I do. And the reason I do this once a year, because stop and think about it. Especially up north, where you've got all the salt, the slag, the snow, or in a muddy environment, you know, what you do is you drive your vehicles, it snows, it rains, it's muddy, whatever the situation. When you drive your vehicle, you take it home, you park it. That stuff settles down at the bottom, dries, doesn't magically come off. You go back out your car next day or next time you're going to go somewhere and you drive it. What happens? The stuff's still on there. It's not going to come off, and centrifugal force is not going to sling it off because it's on the inside of the wheel. Rain, mud again, everything's not going to magically wash it off. Take it home, park it again. What happens? That stuff settles down. Same old thing. Repetitive process over and over and over and over. And it's not going to be enough for you to notice. It's not going to be enough for you to feel, hear, or anything else. But it will throw your tire out of balance. Excuse me, got a little bit of a cold. And like I said, it won't be enough for you to notice. It won't wear out the inside of the tire. It won't wear out the outside of the tire. But what it will do over time is cause your tires to wear uneven across the total patch. You know, if you've ever looked at them real close, it'll look choppy. Well, I'm not knocking them, but mechanics and stuff, or front end shops, love this stuff. Because then they can tell you, oh, your front end's wore out, you need new shocks, you need new bushings, sway bars, all this stuff. And all it is, most of the time, is just preventative maintenance. Once a year is all it takes. Take your tires off and clean them. And like I said, I had mine off anyway because I'm checking the brakes, because we're fixing to go on a mountain trip. So I figured, what a better time than now to do it. I'm going to have it off anyway, so do it once. But what I do is, and I'll show you the process, I take them off, I thoroughly clean them front and back, I then wax them front and back, I then protect it on them front and back. And the reason I don't clay bar these is for the simple reason I bought this car used, and it's never been done, and the finish on them are going to have some pits and stuff. There's nothing I can do about that outside of taking them and having them powder coated or something like that, like brand new. And when this vehicle gets old enough, I probably will. But right now, I'm not going to spend the money or time doing it because they're not bad enough. Well, let me show you what you end up with, or start out with and then end up with. walk back around here. And I'm just doing an informal video. I'm not worried about how things look or sound today. But I've already cleaned this side. Washed it real good with soap and water and wheel cleaner. You can see how dirty the water is. Turn this bad boy around. And here we go. This is one of the better ones. Now these are new tires. They haven't been on long, so they just got, you know, limited dirt stuff on them. But look at those wheels, and there you can see the pitting and stuff that I was talking about. And just look at that. Nasty. So the first thing we do, wet them down. Okay, once we get them wet down, take some good wheel cleaning. I like Griot's because number one, it smells good. Number two, it does a pretty good job. But it's not going. It's not even going to dent this. It's just going to loosen it up a little bit. Let's spray it on. Let me get this twisted around. There we go. Spray it on. Nice and thick and heavy. And like I said, I am not going for a new wheel on this. Just to stop what has already started and prevent more from happening. But you stay tuned for just a second. I'll be right back. Let that soak for a minute. All right, welcome back again. Now while that's soaking, what we're going to do is work on this front end. Lower it needs it. So hang on while I turn everything around and get everything positioned just like I want it. All right, first thing you want to do is just gently wet everything down. Sorry about that. Try not to get you wet, me wet. You just want to gently wet everything down. Okay? Get repositioned. Anybody want a spider? Better get off there. You're not going to like what's going to happen. All right, once you do that, take your favorite cleaner. In this case, I'm using Simple Green. The reason for it, there's no ammonia in it and it won't leave streaks. And just liberally spray everything that you want clean that you can reach down. Yeah, it's got a good smell. Slide in a little bit closer. Excuse me. Take your favorite brush. And if you've looked at any of my videos, you know how long I've had this brush. Get every nook and cranny you can while you're in here. Because let's face it, normally you can't get all this. Got a big old tire in the way. So the reason I do this after spraying all that is for the simple reason I want that to soak in for a second. So I sit there and hit all that. Re-wet the brush and come in and start on this stuff. Like I said, just get everything you can reach. And it's not going to come perfectly clean, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not trying for perfectly clean. I'm not trying for new look. I'm just trying to help maintain at this point. If that makes any sense to you. Another thing about the wheels and tires clean, wheel and tire cleaning, sorry. I don't know how much it weighs. I haven't done any studies on it. I'm not a scientist. There's other people out there for all that. But the weight of the dirt, you know, adds to the mass weight of the tire and wheel combination. More rotating mass that your vehicle is going to have to turn. Now, will it save you a bunch? Probably not. Not enough to notice. But it will save. Now, let me swap hands real quick. Oh Lord, that didn't sound right, but anyhow, we'll do it. I mean, there's many reasons to do it. My main reason is I'm just a nut that likes to clean stuff. I don't like for my car to be dirty, and if it is something that I can reach and get and maintain, I will. If it's something I can't, then well, I'll just have to do something else. When I buy my pressure washer before long, I'm going to get a couple attachments for that so that I can get underneath the body and everything. Do the undercarriage. But like you've seen in my other videos if you watched them, and I hope you have. If you haven't and you're interested, go back and check, but I never throw anything away. That's why I have old toothbrushes. And they come in handy for stuff like this where you can't get in with your big brush. You can with the little one. And I'm going to continue scrubbing on this and we'll be right back. After you do that, take your water hose, put it on full power. And have at it. Set everything full power. And it doesn't look like much now. And like I said, I'm not going for the new look. But when I get it done, you'll be like, wow. I promise you. Now let's get back to the wheel. Whew. Tell you what, it's a beautiful day, but it gets warm out here while you're doing stuff. But here you go. Wheel's been soaking for a while. You can see it's starting to dry, and that's no big deal. A little bit of water, loosen it all back up. Okay. While you got it loose and wet, bring in your brush. And go ahead and hit it for the first time. Like I said, I am not trying to get new. I'm just trying to clean and protect at this point. I'm not going for the new finish, not going for the new look, because you're not going to get it. Because what is underneath all this dirt is pits and road wear, and just, it's a mess. But unless I want to take them and get a powder coat, which I said I'm not going to do right now, I'm trying to find me some different rims that I want. I actually like the factory rims, the 5-spokes that come on some of the newer Tahoes, but until I do that, I just bought new tires for this, so there's no need in me wasting the money right now to do that when I could do something else. So, but now you can see some of what I'm talking about. You see it's clean, but there's a lot of staining, pitting, stuff like that. And there's nothing to do about it. So we hit it with our favorite cleaner at this point. And I need to put more expensive wheel cleaner on it. Hit it with the brush again. And then we're going to take a 3M scouring pad. Now a lot of people are going to get scared by this, but we're not doing anything but lightly rubbing, just agitating the dirt. We're not trying to remove anything, we're just lightly rubbing and agitating the dirt to help get it off. And it helps greatly because the brush will take forever. It's just one tool in the process. But we'll be back in a minute and I'll show you how this looks after I get done doing this. Like I said, never fails. Anytime I'm trying to do a video. But once you get it all scrubbed, this is what you're gonna do. Just rinse it off really good. And I'm gonna show you what a difference it makes in keeping your wheels clean and not clean, okay? Now let me hit this last little bit right here one more time. Now if you look here, you can see it's nice and clean and gray. Just the same color wheel. Then you slowly start getting pits. Then right behind here, there's all kind of pitting and dirt and stuff. And the reason for that is, whenever the person cleaned the wheels from the other side at their normal car wash session, they were able to get this. So that stayed protected over the years. It stayed clean and protected. Whereas the rest of this back here did not. Now, like I said when I started, I'm not trying to get them looking like new, because that will be impossible. Because you can see how the finish is done. So with that said, let's rinse it off again. Good rinsing this side. Then we're going to spin it around. I'm going to be filthy after this, doing everything one-handed. Oh, spin it around and give this side its final rinse, because you know all that dirt came over from the back is now on the front. And you can see how well to protect it from the last car wash I did, which was a couple weeks ago. It's still keeping the tires nice and beating. Now let's move it over here to the dry area. All right, after you get that, we'll roll it over here into a drying area. And it's very simple. All you're going to do at this point is wipe off any excess water you can get off to help the drying process. Because the next step requires for it to be dry. Alright, that's good for that side. Uh-oh. Sorry. Doing stuff one-handed, I tell you, it's hard. Spin it around. Lean it up against the chair. And then hit this side. Plus, I'm kind of on the weak side. Like I said, I've been suffering from a cold. So if I sound funny, you hear me sniff or cough, I apologize in advance. But you just go wipe off any excess water. Because like I said, the next step requires it to be dry, and that next step is actually waxing the wheels. Yes, I know it sounds crazy. But, with that being said, it's not all that crazy, because what do you think your wheels have on it when you get them new? It has a protected cover of paint, a protective color of sealant, and a protective cover of wax when you first buy them. And all we're doing is reapplying it. As you can see from the front, like I was telling you, the reason it was clean right there is because the guy could hit it with the rag when he was cleaning the car. And that's why it's like that. Nothing I can do about it, it's done. The only thing I can do in the future is sand them down, get them powder coated, you know, get the finish redone. But with that said, we'll be right back in just a minute, and we'll work on these some more. I gotta get a swallow drink. Stay tuned. Alrighty. While that's drying, while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and show you the final step of preparing your wheel well. Now, as you can see, this looks 100% better already. It really does. A lot of dirt's gone, but there's years of abuse and road grime and everything that I can't do anything about. But I can make it look better. Now, I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video because it's never been done. But I do this whenever I go to a car show. It's one of those touches that really makes your vehicle stand out from all the others. And what is that? I take my favorite tire protectant, plastic restore, whatever the case may be, Now the wind's gonna get up. In this case, it's Griot's Black Shine. This stuff smells wonderful and goes on so easy and stays on so long. And don't worry about the rust on your rotors the first time you drive it or even move it in the yard. All that'll come off. But with the Griot's, all you do is just spray it. See how easily that goes on? And you just coat everything. Look how black it is now. And when it dries, it will stay the same. It will still be black when it dries, which is great. It doesn't take that much. I mean, you just got done cleaning it, so why not protect it, right? Just remember not to get it on anything important like brake calipers or rotors, because then you'll have nothing but problems. Switch over to this side. Like you can see, it doesn't take much. Taking a little bit more this time because the freaking wind's blowing it all away. That's all right. I'm not worried about it because that makes the day go by better, feel better. And like I said, if you'll do this before a car show, number one, when the judges walk up on your car, they're going to be like, wow, the car smells good. The reason I know this is because I started this process the other day. I did the other side, and 30 minutes later, the wife was like, what did you do to that car? It smells so good. And this is it. I mean, look how much difference this looks. It looks like it's brand new. And all we're doing is just hiding and protecting. It doesn't take that much, like I was saying. I mean, just look at that. You can watch the faded parts go away. When your finger gets tired, switch over to your thumb. But do it just like you're painting a car or painting something with a can of spray paint. And look how that looks. So much better. 1000% better, if I do say so myself. But that's how you finish that off. Now how to finish the tire off, I'll show you that in a minute. Alright, back over to the wheel. It didn't take but a minute and it's already dry. Next step, waxing. Well, what kind of wax am I going to use? It doesn't matter. In this case I had some old Meguiar's Gold Class laying around. And then just a couple old shop rags. I mean, it doesn't have to be one of those fancy applicators or anything. People will tell you it has to be, but you know, if y'all been following me long enough, I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't. Just put some wax on the rag, and all you're doing is looking to protect it. Like I said, you're looking to just stop all of the stuff that's been going on for these number of years. That's all you're looking to do. You're just trying to get a few more years out of them. And the thing about the Meguiar's wax that I like, it goes on really easy and comes off really easy. Now on my red car, my SS and my Z28 that I keep the wheels very clean on, very maintained and everything, I actually put a layer of sealant on them and then I wax them, because the sealant is man-made and the wax is synthetic, all natural. So I'm gonna finish doing this and we'll be back in a minute and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, we're back. Thanks for sticking around this long. I do appreciate it. I'm trying not to blind y'all, but I do appreciate it. As you can see, the wax, it's only been like a minute and a half. The wax has already turned nice and pasty. So all you do now is go along and buff it off with another clean shop rag. Again, I apologize for the sniffling, the coughing, and whatever else happens. I just can't help it. And when you got that side buffed off, flip it over. I'm gonna have to set you down. You're gonna flip it over and do the other side. Here's the other side. Get your rag. Put some on the rag and go to town just like you did on the other part. Best way I have found is just to pick one spot and work your way around. Like on this, I'm doing the raised portion. I know it's there, I know that I'm not going to skip it. Feels like it's getting dry. Just reapply some more wax. And you can see where you stop because this wax dries really quick. And just go around, coating the whole thing. After you get that, look over it, make sure there's no spots you missed. If there is, go back and get them. Get the bottom down here where your lug nuts go. That'll help keep the grease and stuff off of that. Then you're going to go back and hit all the other spots that you didn't get. And I'm going to work on that. And then we'll buff it off. Got it all waxed up. You can see how it's got dull paste on it. Well, now we're going to do the center caps. Don't forget them. Same process. Matter of fact, here, let me show you. Kind of hard to do this stuff one-handed, but clean it while you clean your wheel. Or you get all the dirt and grime off of it. And then, just like your wheels, rub the wax on. Try not to miss anywhere. Excuse me. There, that's all there is to it. Now while we let that sit there and dry, close the cap on the wax. Go back and buff that off. Like I said, just use another clean shop rag and just buff it off. Now this is going to do two things. All that dirt stuff that you've missed in your washing, you've now gotten it off. It's going to protect, and it's going to provide a layer of protection. So when you go through those mud holes, rain, snow, anything like that, all that dirt and stuff will not stick to it like it once did. It'll just run right off. And then with a light gently wash from the water hose, your garden hose, your pressure washer, whatever you have, it comes right off. Plus, as a side benefit, you get an extreme shine. What a difference this makes. I've done it, like I said, I do it to all my wheels once a year. And it really does help keep all that dirt and grime off of it and all that pitting. I mean, let's face it, your wheels are expensive. I mean, why not take care of them just like you do your car? Everything made for your car will work on your wheels. But look how much better it looks already. Nice, crisp shine. But the next step is apply some protected front and back. And we'll actually do that over at the vehicle so it's easier to put on. And we'll be right back. Back over at the car. Oh, I need to wipe that off too. Got a little bit of dirt on it when I was messing around. But we're back over at the vehicle. As you can see, everything nice and clean. The wheel's been waxed, been protected. The tire has not. So all you do, I like to use the foam applicators for this because I don't like getting the spray all over the wax I just put on. I want to let the wax set a little while before it gets hit with anything. Plus I have this Armor All Extreme tire shine that I'm wanting to finish off because I went to a different brand. But all you got to do is just simple as doing the front side. Add some tire gel, take your applicator and put it on. Now on the back, nobody's going to see it. So you want to coat it real good and heavy. I mean, I had enough on there to go over the whole tire, but I will refill it or reapply it 2 to 3 times. And the whole point of doing this whole experiment is trying to prevent any further damage and protect our investment a little better and make it last a little longer. So it doesn't matter how much you put on the back. Now let's flip it over and get the other side. Same deal with this side, only you might not want to put quite as much on it, depending on how much shine you like on your tires. Whoa, dropping everything. Just all depends on how much shine you like. The name of the game with this also is protecting the outside, but this gets handled more. It gets washed more, so you don't have to put it on as heavy. I just put a light coat. As you saw, I just loaded up the sponge one time and just working over the whole thing. Now with that done, let's get on. With that done, we're going to put the tire and wheel back on, tighten the lug nuts down, and torque them down. Very important. Torque the lug nuts down to the specifications. They should be in your owner's manual, and if you don't have your owner's manual, by all means go online and find out what the specs are, because you can over tighten them, which will ruin your studs, or you can under tighten them, which will make your lug nuts come off going down the road, which you do not want to do. But you want all this stuff to last. That's the whole point of doing this. So do it right the first time. You don't have to worry about it. All right, last step. Car's already been taken down off the jack. Pull the jack stand out from under it, so in case it would fall. The last step is putting your cover on. Now doesn't that look nice? Nice and shiny. Hold on, let me set you down for just a second. There we go. Be sure to tighten your nuts back up on your cap so that they don't come off. You don't want to lose these caps. I don't know how much they are, but I imagine they're not cheap. We get this one and then we'll stand back and look at the final product. But there it is. Looks 100% better. Everything is nice and protected. Everything's clean. Walk back here to the back. You can see what I started with. Nice and dirty. Plus now I know the shape of my brakes, I know the shape of my tie rod ends, I know the shape of my stabilizer end links, all that good stuff. I now know what my car is and needs. So it served a lot of purposes. Beautiful day to be doing it. Now I still have 2 more to do. So I'm going to let you guys go, and no need to watch me do 2 more. You just watch me do that one. The process is going to be exactly the same. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless. Take care.